أنتم تسكنوا في تندوف؟
تندوف نسكنوا باقي
كل صحراء كل صحراء. هذا كل شيء. أين خيمة؟ خيمة صحراء. صحراء يعني
Western Sahara is the last colony in Africa, and most of it is desert. In Western Sahara, many nomad people have been living peacefully, traveling freely with camels and sheep. Unfortunately, the number of nomads are dropping down dramatically. Because in 1975, the Moroccan army forced most of the Saharawi nomads and residents out of their homeland, Western Sahara. Since that time, they have suffered a hard life of refugees in Tindouf of Algeria. About 200,000 Saharawi people are living on international aid like the UN's. Meanwhile, Morocco has occupied 4/5 of Western Sahara and constructed a 2,500-kilometer wall with 6 million mines. To regain their homeland from Morocco, POLISARIO Saharawi refugees army started to fight against the Moroccan regular army. In 1991, the UN proposed a UN referendum which the people of Western Sahara decided the independence or annexation to cease fire between Morocco and Western Sahara, and both parties accepted it. The United Nations Secretary General settled MINURSO to watch the referendum. Here in Tifariti. There is one of the on MINURSO.
We are coming here because it's agreed by MINURSO. But usually it must be agreed by MINURSO, Tindouf, Layun. Don't receive this order, we can receive you. Otherwise, we are not authorized to do that. So you are welcome to Tiferet.
Okay, yes. Thank you. Yes. So could you kindly explain us briefly your task in here is Tiferet?
Yeah. Actually, our task here, just like any peacekeeping missions, is just especially in MINURSO. Here in Western Sahara is to safeguard this ceasefire. Here, of course, during this period, we must be impartial and fair. As the daily life, I hope you are just interested in the daily life in the team side.
Invasion from Moroccan side or not?
No. It's, for this military situation and political situation, I think it's not. We are not supposed to give any comment.
I'm sorry. Yes, and do you think we hope also the referendum will come very very soon? This is out of question again.
Inshallah.
Okay.
Good. Once the UN referendum was planned for December 1998. Which was postponed because of Moroccan obstruction. We made an interview with the chairman of the Identification Committee.
The Identification Commission is a central part of the settlement plan. The people who will vote in the referendum, which is scheduled for next December, they are to be members of Sahrawi tribes of an age to vote, and they must meet specific criteria that prove that they are truly part of the Sahrawi, Western Saharan population of Mr. James Baker III, who is the personal envoy of the Secretary General of the United Nations for this purpose. So since then we have interviewed and identified some 25,000 people. The Japanese delegation came to visit MINURSO last week to talk about how Japan might participate in helping this process through. Yes, indeed. Well, in the Identification Commission we have about 113 now. On the military observer side there are more than 200. And then we have various administrative and other services, which make up in total, I suppose, something in the order of 500 or 600 now.
Nomads and residents. Sahrawi people participated in the identification, wearing traditional costumes called dara.
وعالي والمحمد والسويلة منهم ولدوا عالي ولا أحمد
هو يرجع شيء يرجع هو ثاني اسمه قلت لي مرة ثانية يرجع ردوا شيء شنو؟ هو الاختبار وين ها؟ اسمها أليمة أليمة قطري أحمد أخوك وين أخوك؟
Absolutely, the referendum was going to be implemented in 1998.
بوادي يعني
صحراء قاحلة.
صحراء أنتم بدو.
هذو نصفهم بدو.
نصف بدو. شيخ أنت من صحراء ولا؟
أنا هو الصحراء.
صحراء.
أنا هو يعني داعي.
طيب. فقط يعني identification جاء.
I'm sorry, there are no interviews inside here. You can interview them outside, but not inside here.
No.
Once the Chinese-American Mr. Chow refused our interview, but later he kindly accepted it.
Chow.
Mr. Chow.
Yes.
From where you came?
I come from New York, in the United States.
Oh, but
yes.
you look like Japanese.
No, my father is Chinese. Yes.
Chinese. And you are working in MINURSO.
Yes, I am.
What's your position in MINURSO?
I'm an information officer.
Information officer like Jang-duk.
Like Jang-duk, yes.
So, for the first time you came here
Yes.
for the operation?
Yeah, well, I came here the last day of last year, 31 December.
31 December?
Yes.
Already?
Yes.
How do you feel Sahrawi people?
How do I feel?
Yeah.
Well, I'm here to facilitate whatever I can do.
That's great.
For both the Sahrawis and the Moroccans, yes.
For both sides.
Yes.
Okay. How many people are working now for the identification, this operation?
Here,
Yeah.
in this center, I'd say 10 people.
10 people from the MINURSO.
Yes. 2 MINURSO people. The other side are 2 MINURSO.
Yeah.
These are 2 from the front POLISARIO.
Yeah.
Then the OAU
Yeah.
representative, and then 2 from the Moroccan.
Okay.
Those are sheiks from.
Sheiks?
Yes.
From this.
For this tribe.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's clear.
Morocco refused the referendum because they said it's like an illusion. They said it's impossible to make a list of nomads because we can't identify their residents. In fact, Sahrawi nomads and Sahrawi residents registered.
نضرب على حق الوطن دور الاستغلال أرجل الهوية لا بس ياك الخير ياك العافية إن شاء الله الواصل رجل يصور يا أخي ما عينك فينا خلينا عنها حد هويتنا أطصونا حد ولا أطصونا
صحراء يعني اسم مكان اسم تفاريتي تفاريتي
جيتي من تفاريتي جيتي هنا
نقولها رد لي خبر
لا
طفل
انا جيتي كاع من البدايه
الله نرد الله نرد طير الايام الحرام كل بلادنا طرف فيها ولي سوق لي انت اسالي قالت
انتخاب
انت تعرفي انا شو اللي فيهم الايام الحرام لما جاي الشيري ذاك جابني هو يخرصني اللي انا
قالت عنها رحله بعيد حال بعيد تفوتي ياسر من الايام وانت جالسه تفريتي
حق تعرف كلام
مخاطب
هيك لازم يصير ساعه اذا مشيت اليابان تقيس
اين تسكن؟ بيت اين؟
داخله
ولاية دخرة طيب دخرة شوي بعيدة يعني
هنا 170 كيلو
170 كيلو كله مو انتهى يا ودشي في نهاية
تعرف عليك اسمك
طيب انتخابات جيد نتمنى لكم استقرار قليل ان شاء الله
يا رب
واسمك
الله يعني يدخلكم يا بني نشوف الصحراء
شنو نقول 27 يا
27 ايوه
يا ويلي 27 ما ولك العلبة شعبي بس شعبي المحتل طيروا شيء قطع على دحسوك صال دحسوك صحرا في لي صحرا جزيرة راهي طالية سمعتي سكنت من فرد شعبي في المانا
After 20 years, there is no referendum at all. Morocco insists that the referendum of the nomads and the refugees is just unpractical. Illusion! In fact, the historical preparation for the referendum was undertaken 20 years ago. The referendum for the Western Sahara people is a very possible and peaceful solution by the United Nations, if the United Nations wants it.